The thing I love most about photography is the immediacy that it offers. I love the fact that you can just snatch a moment in time and it's frozen there forever. Those special moments occur when you least expect them. And that's what's so exciting, because you never know when it's going to happen. My name is Chuck Lysen, and I'm a photographer living and working here in Seattle, Washington. Well, throughout my shooting career, I've always been drawn to the simplicity and solitude of everyday life. In my graphic compositions, I've really tried to compose them with a strong geometric structure and employ a minimalist approach. Over the years, I've worked hard to develop a post-production process that enhances and reinforces the compositional elements while adding additional layers of interest and texture. I do this through a use of saturated color, contrast, and focus within each image. I believe that this process and overall scale of the finished pieces create a deeper emotional connection and experience when viewed up close in person. I'm shooting more from a painterly quality, where I'm really trying to expand on a lot of the unique details of the composition. I sat for quite some time just waiting for the right vehicle to come through. It just adds a whole level of excitement with that splash of color as it breaks through that shaft of light. I think that really makes it pretty special. When you're out in the field shooting early morning, it's almost like it's a hunt. And especially as that first light breaks, there's nothing as exciting as when you get that first splash of color. The maple tree that's photographed there is over 100 years old, and it's really an iconic landmark in the whole Methow Valley. Well, you know, I think one of the biggest differences with me as a photographer is I've never really considered myself much of a technocrat. When a lot of photo people are talking about the nuances of photographic technique, I'm more interested in the post-production aspect of the work. I use the camera as a tool. I don't really try to focus on the camera as a sole means to an end. It's simply a tool in my belt. As I've evolved into this portfolio, the thing that I find most interesting and exciting is the deconstruction of the photo. As opposed to the photo standing on its own, I find that with the post-production approach that I have, I can really enhance and develop certain elements that I think are certainly of interest. And especially when it comes to blur and saturation, I think that can really help elevate the power that the photo ultimately has as an end result. My dream for this portfolio is to show what can be done in a community like Seattle, and I hope to expand that in lots of other cities throughout the world. To shoot everyday life in a way that's compelling and of interest to not only the folks that live there, but those outside of those borders.